Hi children, I welcome you for the social class. Today I am going to see new lesson, the Delhi Sultanate. So Sultanate means the Muslim ruler they call as Sultanate. So before that, previous class we have discussed history first lesson, sources of medieval India. History second lesson, emergence of new kingdoms in North India. Then history third lesson, emergence of new kingdoms in South India, later Cholas and Pandyas. So I hope you understood very well this three lesson. So today we are going to see history fourth lesson, the Delhi Sultanate. So what is Delhi? Is the capital of India. At present, which is our capital? New Delhi is the capital of India. And Sultanate. Sultanate means the Muslim ruler, the Muslim king they call as Sultan. Okay. Learning objectives. So what we are going to learn this Delhi Sultanate lesson means Turkish Sultan of various dynasty who ruled India from Delhi. So Turkish they all Muslims. So Turkish Sultans they ruled different dynasties of Turkish Sultans ruled in India and capital is Delhi. And administration of the Delhi Sultanate, how they ruled in India. Administration of the Delhi Sultanate and art and architecture of this period. During the period introduction of Delhi Sultanate during the 11th century, the Turkish Osman, they captured northern India. Later they became a political power in Gangetic plain of next century. Then they conquest and attributed to their audacity and ferocity. They conquest India and they captured more places. One of the reasons is the Turkish, they are all very able and talented person. Another main reason is our Indian Empire, they are not unity. They not ready to control the Turkish expansion in India. They are not awareness of the expansion of Turkish in India. So it is the main reason the Turkish, the Muslim ruler captured in India and expand the territories, most of the places in India. Okay. So next we are going to see about slave dynasty 1206 to 1290. So Muslim rule in India was established by Muhammad Ghori in 12th century. So you can hear the name Muhammad Ghori. So we have discussed in second lesson Muhammad Ghori. He is the first Muslim ruler in India. Okay. So Muhammad Ghazni attacked India. In that time he worked under the Muhammad Ghazni. After death of Muhammad Ghazni, he captured Muhammad Ghazni territories and he ruled in India. He is the first Muslim ruler in India. Okay. So Battle of Tehran, Prithviraj Rasa defeated by Muhammad Ghori. Okay. So this are discussed in second lesson. So Muslim rule in India was established by Muhammad Ghori in 12th century. As he had no son, he nurtured special slave called Bandagan. Okay, he had no son, Muhammad Ghori for no son. So he appointed the special slave they called as Bandagan. So what is the work of special slave means the Persian term used for slave purchased for military service. Okay, Bandagan means for military purpose they purchase the person they called as Bandagan. These slaves were posted as governor, later they appointed as a sultan. After Ghori's death in 1206, one of his slaves was Qutbuddin Aybak. He became the ruler of Muhammad Ghori dynasties. Okay, Muhammad Ghori territories, he became a ruler and he conquered, proclaimed himself Turkish territories in India. Okay, after death of 1206, one of the slave Qutbuddin Aybak, he captured Muhammad Ghori territories and himself he declared as a Turkish territories in India. Declared as a ruler of Turkish territories in India. This dynasty is known as Mamluk dynasty. This slave dynasty is known as Mamluk dynasty. The Arab word Mamluk means slave. So slave dynasty, or it is called as Mamluk dynasty. In the Arab word is called as Mamluk. Qutbuddin Aibak, Shamsuddin Iltutmish and Ghiyasuddin Balban, they are all great sultan of this dynasty. Okay, this slave dynasty, Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish and Ghiyasuddin Balban, they three are also one of the great ruler in slave dynasty. And slave dynasty ruled over the subcontinent for about 84 years. This three ruler, they ruled 84 years in India. The slave dynasty. Okay. Next we are going to see about Qutbuddin Aibak, 1206 to 1210. He worked under the Muhammad Ghori, governor of Muhammad Ghori, and after death of Muhammad Ghori, he became a ruler of slave dynasty. So Qutbuddin Aibak, when he ruled, Lahore is the capital, and later he shifted to his capital to Delhi. Okay, so Aibak built the Kuala Islam Masjid. So Masjid means like for Hindu temple, for Christian church, so like Muslim Masjid. So Qutbuddin Aibak built Kuala Islam Masjid in Delhi, and this Masjid, this mosque is considered to be the oldest masjid in India. He also laid the foundation of the Qutbuddin Minar, but he was unable to complete it. So it was later finished by son-in-law and his successor Iltutmish. Okay, so he tried to architecture of Qutb Minar, but he cannot complete because before that he died. So after it is completed by son-in-law and next successor Iltutmish. So Aibak died in injuries received during an accidental fall from the horse while playing polo in 1210. See the picture. So this is the game for polo game. So while playing the polo game, he died. He fall down from the horse and he died in 1210. Okay, so he cannot complete this Qutb Minar. Okay, children. Next we are going to see about Iltutmish, 1210 to 1236. So Aibak's son Aram Shah proved incompetent, and so Turkish noble chose Iltutmish. So Qutbuddin Aibak's son is not efficient ruler, so Turkish noble. So it's called noble. So noble means head of the Muslim. So they chose Iltutmish, and who is Iltutmish? He is the son-in-law of Aibak as the Sultan. Qutbuddin Aibak as the Sultan, and he worked as a military commander of Qutbuddin Aibak. So Iltutmish's family established control over the territories and he suppressed all the rebellions. Okay, so it was during the reign. Reign means ruling period. Threat of Mongol under Genghis Khan enlarged over the frontiers of India. But Iltutmish appointed the 40 nobles to give the idea for against the Genghis Khan. So that 40 nobles they called as Chalagani or the 40. Okay, that 40 nobles they called as Jagalgani or the 40. So Iltutmish granted Igdas. Igdas means land. So Iltutmish gave the land to the army. So what purpose means? From this land they can get the tax. Okay, Sigda is a land granted to army. So liu are the regular wage. So instead of salary they gave the land. Sigda holder is called as Iqtidar or Mukti. Sigda holder means land holder. This land holder they call as Iqtidar or Mukti. Provide the Sultan with military assistance in time of war. So that person what they want to do means during the military time they should be support to the Iltutmish, so that he gave the land. So that land is called as Igdas, and land holder they called as Iqtidar or Mukti. The Iqtidar collected revenue from the Igda. Igda means land. So from the land they collect the revenue and maintaining the troops and horses. So Igda person they should maintain the troops and horses. So horses important for war. Okay. So during this period, Iltutmish completed the construction of Qutb Minar. So what is Qutb Minar? So during Qutbuddin Aibak period, they started the Kutubinar, but Iltutmish period they completed the Kutubinar. Okay, Iltutmish period they completed the Kutubinar, and the which had been started by Aybak. Okay, it is started by Qutbuddin Aybak, but it is completed by Iltutmish. Iltutmish died in April 1236 after ruling for 26 years. So Iltutmish ruled 26 years. He died in April 1236. Next, recap. So Muslim rule in India was established by Muhammad Ghori in 12th century. So Muslims they started to rule in India after death of Muhammad Ghori in 12th century. Okay, so Muhammad Ghori after death of Muhammad Ghori only Qutbuddin Aybak they started to rule in India. So like one by one Muslim ruler they started to rule in India. Actually, which is the native place means Arab. Okay, in that places only they are native places. So one by one they came to India. They started to rule in India. Qutbuddin Aybak began his rule by establishing Lahore as the capital of his kingdom. So before Qutbuddin Aybak, in that period Lahore is the capital. Later he shifted to Delhi and he started Qutbuddin, but it is completed by Iltutmish. Okay, and he built the famous Quwatul Islam Masjid. It is one of the oldest masjid in India. Iltutmish granted Iqtas. Iqtas means land he gave to the army instead of regular salary, regular wage. Okay. Next, we are going to see the answer the following. Explain about slave dynasty. So slave dynasty means we should write slave dynasty plus Qutbuddin Aybak and write a note on Iltutmish. Now we are going to see about current affairs. So current affairs, it is very important of our life. So our today current affairs is how many constituencies are there in the Lok Sabha. So what is called constituencies? For example, one of the places, region is called as constituencies. In our Tamil Nadu, for Lok Sabha election, total 39 constituencies in our Tamil Nadu. So constituencies means region. For example, Namakkal, Erode, Tirunelveli, Dharmaburi is called as constituencies. For Lok Sabha election, for what purpose they are conducting the Lok Sabha election? For elected Prime Minister of India. So they are conducting the Lok Sabha election. So in that Lok Sabha election in our Tamil Nadu, 39 constituencies, Pondicherry 1 constituencies. Like in India, total 543 constituencies are there in Lok Sabha election. Okay. For electing Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, in our Tamil Nadu, total there are 234 constituencies for State Legislative Assembly. But our question is, how many constituencies are there in the Lok Sabha? 543. I hope you understood this session very well. So fourth lesson we have started. So next lesson we are going to continue the Ghalji dynasty. Okay, children. Thank you.